this is my official ranking for the Buffalo Trace Antique Collection. Here's how I'm going. After trying each one and sitting there and making notes for the past couple of weeks, I'm going in and I think I've got it figured out. None of these are bad whiskeys, so depending on where the ranks are, it's not like saying this is crap. This is just how I'm gonna rank them. Personally, preferenced based off of what I've tried. Coming in at number 6, we have the Colonel E.H. Taylor. To me, personally, this was a little bit of a letdown. I think I wanted a little bit more depth, and it just was kind of lacking overall for me. I understand why we did this at 100 proof. However, proof isn't always everything, and just the flavor on this one didn't live up to the rest of them, and I'm putting it at number 6. Number 5 for me, Thomas Handy. This is always a great one, and I think of the Buffalo Trace Antique Collection, it seems to be the most readily available and attainable one, so a lot of people get to try this every year. This is great. However, this year, I think just go get a bottle of Sazerac Full Proof and save yourself a couple of bucks. Coming in at number 4 for me is going to be the Sazerac 18. This one to me is really underrated, and I think this just goes to show that proof isn't everything. This packs so much flavor in that pour. Coming in at 90 proof, you would never believe it. And to prove that proof isn't everything, coming in at number 3 for me is going to be the Eagle Rare. I think last year's batch was phenomenal. This year's batch is really awesome as well. I want to hunt down a bottle of this. Don't have one in my collection, and if I could find a bottle of this year for a reasonable price, I think I'm going to pull the trigger on it. Coming in at number 2, William LaRue Weller. This year's batch is phenomenal. I think this might be better than the batch that I got in 2024. However, I think it's awesome. And number 1 should be no surprise. This was in my top 5 of the year for me as well. This is the George T. Stagg. This year's batch is just really awesome. Obviously, it's a hazmat whiskey, so that's always going to get some extra hype. But when we're talking about like the King of Bourbons, GTS, King of Kentuckys, these are perennial favorites towards the top of the list, and this to me stood out this year. I got a full-size bottle of it this year, and I have been absolutely just enjoying that. That's how I ranked my Buffalo Trace Antique Collection for this year. Shout out to Buffalo Trace for sending this kit over. This is amazing. Hopefully we get one again next year. So to the team at Buffalo Trace and to you guys tuning in, thank you for following along of my Breaking Down BTAC series from 2025, and this is how I ranked them. These are my tops for the year. Cheers, follow for more, and Buffalo Trace, don't lose my address.